But people are starting to realize that I'm just not. But I think they see that I'm live on YouTube and then come to Twitch. Helps, I guess. I'm running Blink on my weapon swap, as well as the Soul Offering Skeletal Clerics. So that broke. That's not. This is so painful. I refuse to do Augury. Just flat out refuse. Alright, we're getting to 35 tonight. Can't one-shot Arbiter. Are you using the Soul Offering? You can still kill Arbiter though before it does mechanics, right? Because I can't really one-shot Arbiter unless everything lines up perfectly and I high roll. 2 clerics. Blink and the 2 clerics. I haven't tested PoB now. Like I said, I'm lazy. I know how my build scales. I don't need Path of Building telling me I need a Mirror Wand. Because I know that's the next thing. Or Corrupt Rares. Or buy a 97% Ingenuity. These things don't matter. I'll look at it when I need a new build. Hey, congratulations. Have they figured out some of the bugs yet, or is it still a bit buggy? Oh, I just started streaming again. I had a bit of a break. You know how much damage you do to that boss. It just dies instantly, doesn't it? Yeah, but you're close. 2 shot, okay. slow two-shot. I really want to know how the chance to shock interaction works with Lightning Conduit. So I don't quite understand it. Is it just more likely that this is going to go up? More cast on shock you get, or chance to shock, which means more Lightning Conduits. How much more? How much does 60% chance to shock give you? Thanks for the follow, Tony. We're 25 followers away, guys. The widget's wrong. 25 followers from 1,000. Sorry, 24 followers away. Even better. Lightning Conduit maybe, but the Spark obviously generates the shocks for the cast on shock to work. The annoying thing about streaming on YouTube as well is people ask for commands that don't work there. And it's frustrating. I'm playing and I don't want to link things. But I will. There's the max roll. Alright, we can finally get to this one. What stupid tiling that was. Just lightning damage. All people do. Lightning damage. Across the board. Crazy. What do you mean you're not getting 3 MS? Oh, it makes every duel 2.9. Yep. Don't get any armor. Go back to a 1000 ES chest. How do you still not have one? Haven't you been trying to buy them for like 2 weeks? Surely you're bad enough by now. Are you still trying to car off the jewels? How many ones do you have now? I'm selling one. I think I've made it very overpriced though. As I do. I don't even remember how much I put it up for. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, I messaged that guy as well. I offered him 10D for it. I'm a nice guy. Mine's at 42. What's the int on it? What even is it? Hey, 42 is still a good deal, alright? People don't understand how hard these are to craft. 9%. What's the int on it? 9, right? Or 8? The int's more important than the lightning damage. Oh, it's only 5 int. Okay, that's a bit of a scam at 42. Yeah, I didn't realize it was that high. Was it only 5 int? I thought... Oh, mine's 7. Okay. Yeah, 42 is still probably a bit high, but I'll just slow lower it. Someone will buy it eventually. Oh, great. The boss that doesn't work properly. Yeah, they're all lightning damage, though. It's so weird. There's no elemental. Really weird. Why is no one doing like shock magnitude and stuff? The actual good ones. They keep those. They keep those. Why are they using the lightning damage ones then? If they keep those ones. I get the dream fragments before the adorn for sure. Is boss moving or is it glitched again? I'm gonna start skipping this boss. It takes way too long. Oh, cool. What's going on? Games are locking up. Alright, we're gonna hit an int one right here. I'll just go for an ailment. It's fine. I hate how you can't go to your hideout from here. You can now. Good. Type properly, thank you. Oh, dead. I actually did figure out an alternative way to craft them, by the way. It's not exactly fun though. But I'll show you. Problem is people won't leave for one exalt. Hodge damage is only good if you're doing spark, whereas the lightning damage works on lightning conduit as well. Surely these people start trading. Here we go. Have to trade him, just beat him up. My game is messaging crazy. Oh, sorry. That doesn't. Alright, guys, it'll make sense soon. Why does everyone have to? Everyone. Oh, I'm just gonna not do it anymore. It's like tipping culture. I know a lot of you other countries tip, but in Australia we just don't because then it makes it normal. Alright, guys, it'll make sense soon. Yeah, but like it creeps into other countries, right? And it's like, what are we even doing? Oh, he's actually going to give me 45. I get lowballed on my dream fragments again. Can't wait. Very cool. $45, your mark. Why is everyone trading me all of a sudden? Fucking idiot, man. Why is everyone trading me all of a sudden? This is crazy. This guy want the gloves or the... Yeah, this guy wants... Got too many divines all of a sudden. Have I just sold all this stuff? Oh, never mind. Go kill yourself. I shouldn't say that, but actually... Yeah, true. In a video game. Right. I still shouldn't say it. I just said on my own. I'm not a teenager anymore. I'm like 30. I shouldn't be saying that stuff. Alright, I only have 30 viewers. I find it so frustrating. These idiots keep getting away with it. At least I sold the gloves though, that's good. Back at 200 divines. We'll buy one more and then we'll try the crafting. One more. Oh, one more. This is how you had to trade in Po 1. Just used to spam people and then you just line them up one after another to get what you wanted. Yeah, beat you to it. Alright. We're going to test my theory. Alright. If I can just hit like 1, I'll be happy. It's a shock magnitude, I'll be very happy. Another buyer. What should this guy want? 25. Alright. So in theory, let's get the old Po 2 DB out. Put the screen capture on for you guys. I think they show up here. Alright, so we have move speed. So if we can annul off the garbage mod, we can hit this one, which is good. This one, which is good. Damage, speed, shock magnitude, and magnitude of elements, and bonuses from quiver. We have a pretty good chance. That's the idea. Really got another one? Do this guy. 21. Oh no, it came to me. Yeah, I gotta hit. It's the wrong one, dude. He's a noober. Okay, let's go. Dead. I can still also auger back on, I guess, if I'm lucky. Alright, we got one. Dead. Still auger back on if we may be lucky. Dead. Wow. Okay, 2. 3. Already had that one. Dead. And dead. I got pretty unlucky there, let's be real. I'll reforge these two, I guess. Great. Alright, we got 4 attempts to hit something. Alright, boom, 1. We get the quiver one. Isn't this one really good? That's a good one, right? It's not insanely lucky, guys. It's not insanely lucky, alright? It's just thinking outside the box, alright? It was a chance it could have happened. I got unlucky with everything else. How much is it? Non-corrupted version. Maybe like 19 divines. But we will corrupt it. But I'm just saying, like, I could have sold that for 20 divines. But we will do it for the meme. You need it to go 15. Alright, that'll do, right? I can hit that. And we killed it. But the question is there. Sorry, the theory is there. We could have done it. We can also re-annul these, I guess, too. Keep going. Alright, dead. I know I could have solved that, I don't care. The whole point was to show you guys that you could just think outside the box. Like if I was sitting here and I didn't have my jewels, I would have done that till I got all my jewels. And then everyone would have complained that I RMT'd. And it's like, no, I just think outside the box. But that's how I would have crafted them all. But now I've told you guys, so you guys are gonna stuff the market up, but that's okay. I wouldn't have shown you if I cared. I didn't want to keep it magic, dude. I know how the omens work. If you haven't noticed, I've done this many, and I've got perfect angels. I'm pretty sure I know how omens work at this point. You don't need to explain to me how they work. Yeah. The way I think of it is it goes from a 25% implicit to a 33% implicit, and everything else is crap. So I'm actually increasing my chance of seeing something good by 8%. To me, the do nothing's bad. Well, hopefully they'll my brain will fix itself by the time I have to level again, because I won't play for a little bit. I'll have a break. To be honest, though, I am used to my characters being slow at the start of leagues. Like I've made a lot of Path of Exile 1 characters. I've literally made like over 300 Path of Exile 1 characters to like level 190 plus. So I am used to starting again. It wasn't necessarily easy to get movement speed, it was just easier to use shield charge for everything. It's attributes and mana. The max roll is just stuffed. The healing gear is broken. Another thing that pisses me off about YouTube comments, people don't understand that when I buy a piece of gear, I'm upgrading a piece of gear and I can sell my other one. So like, maybe I have like 100 divine gloves and I buy another pair of gloves for 120 divines that are like a little bit better. I still sell my gloves for 100 divines and I only really pay 20 divines for the new one. We don't really think that, like, understand that concept. But normally what happens is I buy an item for 50 divines, I upgrade to an item for 100 divines, and then I sell my previous one for 120. Because people don't know the market, and it's just easier to snipe gear. That's generally what happens with most pieces. You got a pure power Wildstorm. That's incredible. That's like the dream. How much is he selling it for? Like 3 mirrors? He's thinking of using it. Does he know how much he can get for it? I would say minimum 2 mirrors. It has a third one as well. Okay. That, I wonder what the chances of hitting that is. That's crazy. I hate doing breaches in crypt. So annoying. Alright, anything to waste more currency? Have a look at my trades. There is boots, but they're 200 divines. So I'm gonna wait for him to bring him down in price. That's a bit. Yeah, these jewels are just way too expensive at this point. Crazy how expensive they are. The shock magnitude ones are outrageous. You might as well just use ailments at that point. Like, unless you're really going to go for perfect, which I don't know who would bother. If I'm not going to bother, a lot of people wouldn't. I'll pay 5 divines. Every time I ping someone, my game freezes. Gamble, gamble. Oh no, I pinged someone else. Oh. That shouldn't actually break my game. GG. Wah, never lucky. Oh well. I gotta stop getting distracted. At least if I'm gonna get distracted, it should just be really quick. Just wait, burn a couple of divines, get back into maps. Cannot get distracted. I guess we're going to the Citadel. XP gain from Trial of Chaos. Not sure. Probably not great. Yeah, it's Sorcerer, Stormweaver. I just was adding guilds to the rest of the slots, whatever it was, and running them. Now I got my tier 16s, I'm just doing those with guilds. It's my tooltip DPS. Tooltips are relevant. Everything in the game dies instantly, including Arbiter. Do I have a link for the build? Yeah. It's approximately 3,000 divines at this point, so good luck with that, but you can get some ideas from it, I guess. My final video that I'm putting out tomorrow is going to be literally the best sorcerer build or best Stormweaver build, and I'm just going to not upload another video for 3 months. How much of the 3k divines is on jewels? At least 60%. Yep, at least it's more than half the budget for sure. But I mean, the amulet's 500 divines. That's up there. One's 250. It didn't cost me 250, but that's what it's worth now. Maybe 200. Helmet's worth 150. Gloves are worth 150, maybe 200. Shield's worth 200. It's actually more like 4,000 divines. I don't want to look at it, alright? It's a lot. Last time we did the count, my gear that I was wearing, not including my jewels, was like a mirror, like 400 divines. Now it's like 1500 divines, just the gear I'm wearing. It's just stupid at this point. I don't really know how I've made so much currency. It must have been the flipping. It must have been the benefit of having the YouTube guides and everyone's buying my gear, so it doesn't matter what price I put anything, people just buy it. That must have been it. I know I got a bit lucky with Arbiter and stuff. No, I haven't tried Path of Building yet. You made at least 2k divines from Arbiter. I don't know about 2k. I want to say at least 1k. Maybe 1.5. I don't think it was 2k because I lost a lot as well. Like, you didn't see when I just had like a day where I just lost 300 divines. Am I using cast on shock? Yeah. I never scammed anyone, alright? People list up a jewel for a steward price, I send them a whisper, and if they don't trade me in the first 30 seconds, I send them a lowball. That's not scamming, that's lowballing. Don't you have a dream fragments already? No, I don't get the +2 spark. Plus spark levels aren't worth it. Lightning conduit's worth it. That's for sure. Chanced the other sapphire ring 4 times. I've chanced the other sapphire ring 50 times. +2. +3s are only 50 divines. I think they're still way too cheap. They should be like 150. It's ridiculous that Spark's at 300. Has Spark gone down, or are people still using it? Yeah, Skeletal Cleric works for a Soul Offering. If I need more damage, the Clerics come out, and I Soul Offering them, and I do some more damage. Yeah, it is part of the build. Yeah, get a +3 one. A new Dream Fragment. What's wrong with your old Dream Fragment? And what current adorn do you have? Do you even have one? No, I don't have 60 spirit in my chest. I have it on my jewel. You have one? Do you have an adorned as well? Do you have an adorned and a dream fragment? You just want to know which one to upgrade next. Yeah, don't worry about using two. You don't need to use two. You only use two if you have like a mirror level focus. So don't worry about it for now. Just get the adorned for now. It won't be worth it to do the two dream fragments. Yeah. Probably not worth upgrading to the 90. I think maybe going from 60 to 90 is worth it, but 77 is pretty good. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. Like, you're literally getting like a little bit more percent damage. You're not really getting anything else because the movement speed doesn't go up until you hit 100. So just having an adorned above 50 is fine. If you want to get one that's a little bit better, sure, but it's not going to be the be all and end all. Always hit the 10 breaches on the garbage map. Yeah, it's never going to be that cheap again. Game just keeps crashing today. Probably need to restart my PC. We'll make this a little cheaper for now. Mana stacking without adorned. Yeah, you're just not going to be able to get to like 14k, but you'll get to like 8 or 9k in SSF. Still can't believe you hit quiver on the jewel. I'm surprised I didn't hit any other things, to be honest. Like, out of all the ones I did, like, really? Didn't give me lightning, didn't give me shock magnitude, didn't give me ailments, didn't give me projectile damage, didn't give me elemental damage. That was the stupid part. Alright, we scammed another guy. Didn't actually scam. Yeah, if we get this from this guy, we definitely. That's definitely not. There's no way. Lightning pen. Not attack damage. Probably not too bad though. Are people giving attack damage at all? The rangers need that or something? No. Stop giving me attack damage. Right, finally died. So I'm just getting distracted. That's what's happening. Just can't map forever. It's just too much. So many maps an hour. Crazy. I know I'm not gonna. It's getting distracted by Jules. It's fine. I gotta annul this and distract myself. Yep. Probably shouldn't. So I can reforge them later. I'm not gonna buy any more for now though. I'm gonna just chill. Keep mapping. Gotta keep mapping. It's fine. It's fun. I'm having fun, guys. So by the way, those in YouTube, you think I'm just talking to randoms? I'm actually talking in Twitch. This is the Twitch link for those that prefer to use it. What about the passive skill tree, man? I can link in my max roll and you can just copy it if you want. Not this one, but I've got others. I'm not going to sit there for 10 minutes optimizing it. Got maps to do. If you've got questions I can answer while I'm mapping, sure, but I'm not going to be stopping. No music? Nah, people can listen to their own music in the background. Okay, when I have 160 spirit, the jewel. The time lost, just here. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. How much is the jewel? I think it's like 100 divines at this point. I had a thought about what character I'll play next league. Not really. This MS. You're leveling. It's not the same. I don't know what to do this boss. A waste of my time. Not a waste of my time. This is fine, is it? Don't you have like the Thrill Still helmet and stuff? You can get pretty high MS. I'm not sure if it'll be playable. I mean, I got a 3080 and it runs pretty well. Yeah, it'll definitely be playable. I don't know how well it'll run though. My old PC is struggling to run it on that, and that's got a N70 and an i5, and that struggles. But this one's fine. I'm streaming at the same time with it. Just don't run breach. Either get a 3070 or don't run breach. Hey Alex. Yeah, I crashed in 2 maps today and it deleted my map. And just walked away from the computer for 2 hours. It's just done. Does it even matter at this point, Solari? What is your even goal? Are you trying to get to 100? I don't think so. Just trying to get to 98? There's not too much to learn with this game. Yeah, it's a very Pro 1 biased take, I guess, but it feels quite basic. Like, it's not that complicated. Not about classes. I have knowledge about mechanics, but then some of the mechanics is quite different. I don't really know any of the skills. Spark's a bit of an exception, I guess. But who would have thought it would interact the exact same way as did in Pro 1? Like, the stupidest thing about this character is we have one defensive layer. I guess two. We have a big mana pool. We can take one big hit. And then we have mana regen. That's it. That's all we have. Whereas Pro 1 character, it was like, you need to get 100% spell suppression. You need to get like 85 or max res. You need to have, 70,000 armor. You need to have 40% fizz to element. It was like, you need like 7 different mitigation layers to actually make your character tanky. Whereas this is just like stack mana. And then you're done. It's so stupid. Or stack ES. Like, it's just so basic. Like, it doesn't take any skill to fit it in. And then we had endurance charges. They were a whole thing. Like you literally have like 5 to 8 defensive layers on every character. It was better because you could, you know, mix and match it. But the way you build characters in Poe 2 is like 10% of a Poe 1 character. I'm hoping they do more. It's silly. I mean, a lot of the top streamers or content creators have stopped playing it because they're bored. And I'd probably be pretty done as well if I wasn't, you know, this close to level 100. I say this close, I'm like halfway. Still going to take me like a week or two. I'm not going to bed until I'm 35% or I die. I'm so glad we made that command. It's been so nice to be able to pop it out when people ask about it. I should have made more. I also should use noob text, like Mathil does. Noob text is good. I keep forgetting. I like go to bed at night and I'm like, oh, I should use noob text, and I just start streaming and forget to add it in. I'm too lazy to do it midstream. But I've almost done 10% today, which is pretty crazy. +3, really. You're getting bored. Did you get like a Dream Fragments or a Astromentus, like raw drop? Mirrors to the Moon. What are they at now? They back up to 350? One in 2K. Wow. Funny, in Poe 1, Astromentus was not that rare. To be fair, they was Dream Fragments. Solari doesn't even know what a Mageblood is. You're gonna like that item when they add it in the game. Do you know how strong it was? Do you know how stupid it was? If it was in Poe 2, it would cost about 2 mirrors. That's how good it is. It was the best item in the game. It was like adorned times 5. It'd make any build instantly tanky no matter what. It'd solve every problem for your build. It's going to be very interesting to see how they do it in this though. I guess they're going to make the charms work with it instead. It won't be flasks. Yeah, so in Po 1, we had 5 flask slots. We didn't have 1 slot, right? So we had 5 flasks. And then the flasks were really broken because they were like the charms, right? So instead of like a frozen charm, it was like, you know, it gave you 50% cold res. And it made you have 5% max res as well on the flask, but only lasted for 8 seconds. But when you got the Mageblood, it would double the effect of the flasks and always have them on you. So you could use a fire, lightning, and cold flask and have plus 10 all res. And all res, max res is really strong in Po 1. So you literally would just be able to get 90, 90, 90 and just take no damage. That's 3 of your flask slots. You still had another 1 left that you could have used because your Mageblood could do 4. So you could stick Quicksilver in there and it would double the effect of it. So it would give you like 90% move speed just with one Quicksilver. It was insane. And it was even more broken because you could do some crazy stuff with jewels to make it so you only need to use 1 flask. So you basically could just use a sapphire flask and cap all your res and make your max res maxed with 1 jewel, and then you'd have 3 other flasks for utility. So you could use 1 Quicksilver, you could use 1 silver flask for onslaught, and you could use another flask for like armor or something. Now, if it works on charms, it's gonna still be cracked because the charms would be stronger if you could always have them on. Like, let's see all the charms for a sec. I know they're not as strong, but they're still good. Yeah, I guess they're kind of garbage. They need to have more than this. They need to have more. Alright, what have we got here? Breaches, and then we come down here for the bluff. This. Just all bad. Waste magic. I'll just use this one. I'm not gonna buy them for now. Tomorrow I'll buy a bunch. Why no build link? It's in Twitch. Go there and type !build if you want it. Also, it's on my YouTube channel. I've made guides on it. At this point, I kind of feel bad linking people it because they probably think they can build it, and they look at it and go, oh, never mind. For like 5 people that could actually build it at this point. They can try. No one's getting the jewels, let's be real. And at the first, I didn't really mind with the first couple of builds. I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty standard. Like, you know, just get the Pierce nodes and anoint Pierce. You do pretty well. And then now it's like 3,000 divines and it uses Adorned and it uses items that don't exist. And it's like, can't really make a guide on that. It's just got to be like, here's what you can do, guys. Yeah, but people are like sheep. They need something to copy because they haven't played enough yet to be able to make their own little adjustments. They want to copy exactly like everything to the T. You don't need both rings, Ian. Just buy one Dream Fragments and one Breach Ring. I'm only using two because I have a unique way of scaling because my into mana is so high. You don't need two Dream Fragments. That's why I need the text on the screen. I have no idea what's better. Probably should, but I don't. Why am I awake? Because I said I was going to get to 35% before I went to sleep, and now it's just escalated. Done with this map. I think I sold it for 95. I sold it for pretty cheap. I just started it quite high because I didn't know how much it was worth. I sold it for around 100 divines. What is the max roll link? Okay, I'll go get it, I guess. What I don't understand is people are coming from YouTube. They're asking for the max roll link. But like, isn't the max roll link in the YouTube video that they came from? I don't quite get it. Like, there's no way to actually find the stream on YouTube without going through the channel, right? There's no like discovery. I don't know. Too complicated. I don't want to do a Val Factory either. I have to. Yeah, but the stream did after you subscribed, right? So you watched the first video because it was discovered because it was just popping off in the algorithm. Then you subscribed and then it showed you the stream because you subscribed. It doesn't show you a live stream if you're not subbed, right? Really? So it showed you the stream without being subbed. That's pretty interesting. YouTube's weird. You're not subbed and it showed you the stream on the main side of YouTube. Really? That's so weird because I've only got like 10 viewers on YouTube. Like, how are people getting discovered? I just thought they were subs. Maybe they've watched the video, and there's just some like small part of the algorithm that's just like, he's streaming by the way, to like they've said it's like 50 people and like 7 people have clicked on it. YouTube's so weird. Tell you what though, I might have to start streaming earlier in the days, Larry. Went from 29 to 77. I wish I could triple my damage in one session. That'd be fun. What time is it for you, Zalari? 6 p.m. At what time do you get on normally? When you work? You get on at 3. So 3 hours ago, so it's 10. Well, I was thinking of streaming from like, when I go back to work, from like 4 till maybe 10. But we'll see. But I'm not streaming every day. I'll stream like once a week if I don't quit. It's only 1 a.m. for me, Matt. I'm in Perth. But I still should go to bed. Yeah, usually it's every 3 months. Perth. Perth. It's on the western side of Australia. Oh, what's the name of the time zone? I have no idea. I actually have no idea. The AWST. AEST must be over east. AW must be, yeah, that makes sense. Matt, where are you from? Are you Sydney or Melbourne? Oh, okay. Or that one. I was almost there. The 1 in 4, right? I wasn't gonna say Tasmania. I went to Melbourne like 3 weeks ago for a holiday. I just had one lunch break. Well, it'll probably be the weekend anyways, Larry. Like, I'm probably gonna stream maybe like I don't know. When I go to work this week, I'll still stream every day because I'm a psychopath. But when it's like more into the school term, I'll probably stream like one of the days in the midweek and then once on the weekend. So I'm thinking like Wednesday 4 till 10, and then like a Saturday, just like I don't know 4 till probably 4 till 10 on Saturday as well. That's fine, something like that. How much Brent have I got with that Dream Fragments? It's like 9k. 8.8. Gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Can you borrow a Dream Fragment? Yep. Even online? Too many friend invites. Which one do you want? Guess it doesn't really matter. Want them both? What are you even trying to test? Yeah, if only they were 100D. They're like 250 each. At least you're actually typing and telling us, so it's not just a dead stream. Says how easy it is to scam you. Yeah, but you need to put the focus on as well. That's the kicker. Put this on too. Put this on, and you'll see. Do it all again. No, I didn't sell it at 60. I've got it for 5, I think. Yeah. Oh, but you have the rarity shield, don't you? You didn't have the mana shield. Okay, you're just saying numbers at this point. Okay, okay. All I know is it's better. See the guy with the crit spark 1 mil sheet. That's funny. You mean his spark here was 1.5 or unbuffed? Okay. We'll try beat it. Let's see. Oh, Nick too. Okay. Never mind. Where's my considered casting gone? I don't have my +3 sparks. I can't show you anyway. 16D. Um. So with the crit version, it it's not actually that good because we basically use lightning conduit to kill everything in the game. So even though my spark's only 441 here, I do 300 million lightning conduits. So it's not. It's just I'm literally built different. If that makes sense. This character's built different, but in like a 10 times better way. Yeah, you want to see what my one does? So that's with damage reduction. I did one today where the first lightning bolt, as soon as he appeared, did his whole life. So there's it's literally like 350 million. Did I try a 1 int ring with 128? I think so. I've got one, so I'll try it. Less mana and less DPS. By a lot. How annoying. How stupid is that glitch, by the way, Zalari? Like, it says 409 with this, and then you take the helmet on and off, and it goes to 441. It's so dumb. Yeah, I wish I recorded the clip before where I literally one-shot him. It was like one lightning bolt as soon as he spawned his whole life. But I'll get another clip. I'll do it again and get another clip for YouTube tomorrow. Brandon, the spell damage level 3 is probably safe, but you need to go onto PoeDB and have a look. I'll link it for you. So you don't cook yourself, because that's just going to be tragic. You say it was an amulet? Yeah, so go there, and it's not based on the level, the tiers, it's based on the item level. So click on the thing and look at the item level before you use any whittlings. Please don't delete your item. What's a mirror? Very strong currency. What's my resists? Capped. You seen a mirror? I've got one on my YouTube channel. I got one this league. Got a video on my YouTube. Literally here. Hey everyone. Oh, sorry. Let me get in the mirror. This is 2 weeks ago. What I love about this clip, by the way, is I get the mirror drop, and I still click the ritual as I'm going to it. Like, oh yeah, don't waste any time. Press the ritual. Ridiculous. What is wrong with me? Imagine clicking the ritual and crashing. Because the game's so buggy. Like, it's so stupid. Alright, Brandon. I'll save you the time. So you don't wreck yourself. You said you had tier 3 life and tier 3 spell skills. So you look in here. You go here. Your tier 3 life is this one. So it's level 11. This is the number you want to know. And then your spell damage, spell skills, is 75. So if you whittling, it's going to take off the life. So you're safe. So use this website in the future. I'm showing it to YouTube anyways, Alara, it doesn't matter. Some guy on YouTube was like, I'm going to use a whittling. And he's not sure how it works. That's fine. Yeah, you didn't miss anything important. I think you know how it works. Tell you what, the YouTube comments are unhinged sometimes, and they're hilarious compared to Twitch. Like you should just go sit in the YouTube chat for like an hour, Solari. Some of the things I get are so ridiculous. What's my mana regen? It's around 3k. You look at it when you watch past broadcasts, yeah. I've got some doozies today. I don't want to bully people, but it's just funny. The worst part is when they start trying to type build, and I'm like, what do I do? The higher your mana, the more mana regen you have. I also have mana regen on both my rings with a high level ingenuity. Oh, that's not good. That was a big lag spike. Yeah, YouTube does have more casual players, I guess. Think I can copy your build without adorned, only regals with decent bonuses? Yeah. I think that's a really good way to go about it. If you're priced out of adorned and magic jewels, definitely just use regals. It'll be a lot cheaper. Yeah, Brandon, you're 100% right. It's ridiculous. At least now when you put a Chaos Orb over it, you can tell. So if you buy a Whitling, Brandon, and you put a Chaos Orb and you look at your item, it'll tell you which one it's going to get rid of. They didn't have that before. Do you still find the game fun even though you beat it? I haven't beat it yet. I'm not level 100, but yeah, I mean, it's fun. I enjoy like streaming and chatting to you guys, and if I'm not streaming, I'll watch shows on my other screen, so it just preoccupies me, I guess. But I like achieving goals, so I have a lot of goals in the games that I want to achieve, and if I do that, I'm happy. Uh, it's called the Premier League. May have heard of it. It's not very good at the moment, though. I have a question. How do you have such high gear? This is my slash played, and I'm a veteran of the game. He buys orbs. You're joking, right? um, I don't actually buy anything. He's being a bit of a so and so. No, basically I just played 21 hours. It's like 4 div an hour with this much playtime. So, in fact, if I was sitting here caring more about making currency than leveling, I'd have 50 mirrors for this league. It's so easy to make currency this league. It's actually not even funny. No, I did Arbiter for 5 days. I flip items. I I don't know how to really explain it. I do a lot of things and I make a lot of currency. Just easy. Like at the start, I was doing rituals and maps and getting audiences, and I made my first couple hundred divines. Then I got into Arbiter, and you needed a good amount of base currency to start Arbiter farming. I did 700 kills of that, hit 2+3 sparks. So that was like 1,000 divines doing that. I flipped gear. That was pretty big as well. I think I got a bit lucky on that though, because I've made the build essentially and made guides for the build. People look at when they look at my max roll, they look for my gear, and like people probably don't know how to put the gear in stats correctly to find good deals, so they just type the numbers exactly like my gear is, and then if I'm selling that piece of gear, they buy it for whatever the price I put it for. So I have a feeling I'm getting a bit lucky on my sales because people literally like, oh, that's a good piece of gear for this build that I'm following, when it's the piece of gear that's in the max roll. So basically I can just name my price and people buy it. But at the end of the day, it's just a combination of being somewhat decent at the game and putting in too many hours. It's just not healthy. I'll never play this much again. It's exclamation mark build. What's my PC specs? Like an i7. I don't know which one. 3080. I bought it like 2 years ago. 32 gigs of RAM. It's thingy again. This is someone from the stream, by the way. uh, no, Gary, you didn't get it ignored. I'm just reading Twitch chat. I'll read your comment in a sec. Does rarity not matter? It matters for people who don't have too much currency. You want to just make currency through mapping. If I don't use movement speed, if I want to use Sapphire, which two should I put in? You could do cast speed, spell damage, shock magnitude. Take your pick, really. Which passives are on the Megalomaniac? Wild Power and Power Conduction. Sorry, Wild Storm and Power Conduction. You don't really need this. Like, this is a luxury. It's like one of the last things you need. Focus on getting everything else going first. We don't do that stuff here. Pro 2 player. Like, gotta sort it out yourself, man. Magnitude of ailments does equal magnitude of shock, but you can only get 15 on ailments and you get 20 on shock. Elemental damage is not better. Elemental damage is fine. You can get elemental damage in cast speed. The same as spell damage. Yep, LE lightning and spell damage is the same scaling. Oh, I didn't do this boss. I'm busy reading chat. You're leveling train fragments. What's the minimum percent for Adorned? 50%. Yeah, my spike DPS is like 440, but it's like no links. Like my damage comes from Lightning Conduit, which hits for 300 million. So the spike DPS is deceiving. It's not the DPS. It kills all the trash, but the big lightning bolts is what does all the damage. How would I rank skill, effect, duration, and spell damage? I'm off skill duration these days because projectile speed just seems nice. Yeah, because I've got the 2 dream fragments. So these 2 dream fragments with the 28%, and it's doubled because of the ingenuity. I get a lot of mana percent, so the mana shield doesn't really do much. I only gain 500 or 600 mana with a mana shield. But my focus is like mirror worthy. Any plans for my POB? Nah. Literally, like, every upgrade's just stupid at this point, so I'm just, this is done. There's someone, TFT have a mirror worthy one up. Yeah, it's mainly for the defenses though, Zalari. TFT has one that's literally mine, exactly the same as mine, but 40 more energy shield. And then it's a mirror service. Don't you have like a full DPS one though? No. Yeah, so it's only giving you a bit more DPS because of the energy shield. How much mana did it give you though? Really should go left on these. Okay. 338. In fact, it might be better using an Iron Rune instead of a mana percent at this point. It's very, very close. On the helmet, it's better to use the Iron Rune. Yeah, probably give you more like 400 or 500 with the scaling. Love me an acceleration shrine. Yeah, it's fair enough. I'm done with gearing at this point as well. Like, it's just not necessary at this point. I don't know how to squeeze more mana without spending 200 divines. And even when I spend the 200 divines, I have to hit like a corruption. It's just a pain. For 2% mana. Oh, yeah, Mr. Rare. Yeah, I wanted to mirror a jewel, but you can't because they're corrupted. I wanted to mirror the 10 prod speed, 10 in 2% move speed jewel that I have. But I guess it would be shock magnitude. It'd be move speed, shock magnitude, 10 in would be the best jewels you could get. But they don't exist. I think I've got one, but it's cold res. But I need the cold res, so this is the best jewel I have. I paid 70 divines for this though. But this is the probably the one Do I have a 10? I have a 9. I have a 10 to 9. That's another perfect one, but it's lightning damage. Ten to LE damage. Oh yeah, this one I hit in, but I hit 5. That was unlucky. That was the last one I hit. This one's also really good. On the mana on kill, getting 20% shock magnitude. That was crazy. That one's pretty good as well. 9 to 16. Yeah, it's super difficult to upgrade now. I'm actually upgrading like this to like 10 in if I can. Yeah, I can theoretically one tap Arbiter still, but it's usually like a 2 or 3 tap at this point. Magnitude's better for Lightning Conduit, yep. And I have a lot of spell damage from my mana. See you, Paith. Thanks for hanging out, man. You can buy a better one for 2 divine. Nah, you can't. You just don't understand how it works. Hey, pack size. Welcome to my life, Keva. Welcome to my YouTube. Actually, he's pretty innocent, to be honest. He's not mean at all. He's just a bit of a new player. Magnitude, if we play crit, is useless. No, magnitude's awesome. Shock magnitude's the most broken stat in the game. Right. It's actually going to take me like another hour to get to 35, so I'm going to call it here, I think, for today. I did 9% in a day, though, so that's pretty good. Are there any interactions with magnitude outside the lightning conduit? I mean, it gives you more shock, which makes them take more damage. So that's initially insane. And then the added bonus of literally 100% more damage per 5% shock effect is double dipping. That's just cracked. Absolutely unreal. Anyway, I'm done for today. I'll be streaming tomorrow, though. I'll probably start streaming a bit earlier. Magnitude of Ailment and Magnitude of Shock is the same, yeah. But, yep, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.